When you were in the service, in the Marines, what did you do, or what was your?
I was a hydraulic mechanic on F-4 Phantoms and F-9 jets that flew during the Korean War. And when I came back to the States, that's where I flew the back seats of a F-9s and in a Phantom. That was a high point in my career.
Wow. Did you go supersonic?
You betcha.
Really? What was that like?
Well, it was a clear day, and I didn't. I asked the major. I says, "How fast do you know it's clear? You ain't got no clouds or nothing." So he says, he kicked it in afterburner, and then he told me, he said, "Gabe," he says, "tell you what I'll do for you." He said, "I'll give you the shipping over lecture going Mach 2 over Beaufort, South Carolina." I said, "I don't think so." So yeah, it was a thrill. I don't know how those pilots can sit in that seat for as many hours as they do, because it's like sitting on concrete. Not comfortable at all. So, and I was sat in the rear seat. All I had was a radar screen in front of me.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, you don't. A lot of servicemen don't get this ride in the back seat. And I worked on most of my one was all World War II and Korean War planes, because of when I was overseas. That's what I worked on. I didn't get to work on the Phantoms until I came back to the States.
Where were you stationed overseas?
Iwakuni, Japan, and every place from Korea down to Vietnam. I've been.
How much time did you spend in?
I was overseas for 2 years almost.
In Vietnam, how long were you?
In and out. I wasn't stationed there, so because they're back then they could shoot down the planes that I flew in. With a bow and arrow, because they're all reciprocal, all like World War II planes. The twin engine prop jobs and 4-engine prop jobs. Yeah.
Did you have to have parachute training to fly in the plane?
When we flew, there's only two things that who's going to jump out of a very good plane with a parachute? Not me. Well, I had a parachute when I was in a Phantom and in a jet, because you're sitting on it.
Sure.
But other than that, no. We had some real good pilots, and I mean, what was it? The thrust on the Phantom was twin engine Phantom. Each engine was like 25 or 30,000 pounds of thrust out of each engine. So it puts you back in seat when you take off. Oh yeah. Yep, it was interesting. And when we were doing barrel rolls and loops and all that, I mean, it was real.
Well, you did aerobatics?
Oh yeah, I asked him, because in the F-9 jets that I flew in, you had to adjust your G suit, but in the Phantom it's all automatic. So he showed me for about an hour.
Yeah. Your stomach get wheezy at all?
Oh yeah. And in the Marines, I don't know about the Air Force, but in the Marines, I don't care if you were the President of the United States, if you got sick in the cockpit, you cleaned it.
Oh.
There's no way I was going to get sick. So, but we had.
So I need to drop this clock. Yeah.
So it was, I was 4.5 years that I enjoyed being in service. I made rank. I was an E5 back then, and a sergeant, and I was in when President Kennedy got killed. I was in boot camp when President Kennedy got killed. And if you were from Texas, I was in the old Marine Corps, not the new one. If you were from Texas, the boys from Texas got a little extra duty.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I didn't, and that's like I say, the guys that come in here, they're all. The only one I haven't seen yet is a guy from the Space Force. I haven't seen one yet.